Today, we celebrate the power of entrepreneurship and technology as a tools for transformative impact.
What made me start this was I saw small businesses and medium businesses having a very big challenge, especially with the big budgeted companies.
Dear listeners, success begins with a vision and the courage to pursue it. Small businesses thrive when they stay adaptable, resilient, and focused on their goals.
Do a SWOT analysis of your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Come up with a unique selling point also for our clients, meaning we customize everything. We definitely do campaigns for our clients.
To our listeners, staying informed about industry trends can make all the difference. The digital landscape is evolving fast. Embracing AI, automation, and personalization could be your key to success. Stay ahead and innovate. Welcome to the Black Business Podcast, brought to you by Nexim Healthcare Consultants. Today, we celebrate the power of entrepreneurship and technology as a tools for transformative impact. Our guest, Ambassador Don Mathias, brings unparalleled insights into digital marketing and leadership, inspiring Black entrepreneurs worldwide. Ambassador Don Mathias is a trailblazer in the world of digital marketing and business strategy. As the founder and CEO of EMI Influencer Inc., he has collaborated with Fortune 500 companies and nonprofits alike, driving growth through data-driven influencer marketing. Don is also a renowned keynote speaker and author of several influential books on branding, marketing, and leadership. Don, welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. How are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. What about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Your expertise in digital marketing and leadership is truly inspiring. Thank you for joining us. We are all eager to learn more about you and your services. Let's start with the personal and professional journey, Don. Like behind every impactful leader is an inspiring story. Let's dive into your journey and discover what fueled your passion for digital transformation. Don, what inspired you to start EMI Influencer Inc. and how has your journey as a leader in digital marketing evolved over the years?
I thought about that, especially now that you're just asking. I remembered when I was coming in, you asked me that in India, the dawn means a different thing, right? So I was like, I'll use that to answer this question. What made me start this was I saw small businesses and medium businesses having a very big challenge, especially with the big budgeted companies. They could not scale and they could not be able to definitely leverage and get the market the way they do. So I saw that gap and I was like, this is the time to be able to be the dawn of digital marketing. Not the other dawn.
Yeah.
So, and I said, this is the best opportunity because small and medium industry companies or industries are really having a big challenge in bridging that gap and making sure that they also get the market share. So that's where I saw this is the right time to bring digital marketing to small and medium industries and be able to make sure that they can be able to also compete with the big industry budgeted companies, right? So that's what inspired me. And I said, this is the time, this is the challenge, and I could be able to take this challenge to the next level.
Right. That's really an incredible journey, Don. It's always fascinating to hear how challenges, shaped your vision for empowering small businesses. Could you share a moment when EMI influencer made a significant impact, on a small or medium-sized business?
Okay. We're working in in the local place where I am, that's in York.
Mm.
There's a bakery that was not selling because at the end of the day, they have the high price. And when you go to the local grocery stores, they're selling a low price, right? So they called onto us to be able to definitely help them bridge that gap. And what we did, we were able to use search engine optimization to be able to localize them, and also were able to do some digital marketing in terms of Instagram and Facebook ads that were able to help them spike up 300% within 6 months. And then I was like, this is why we came here. It is to be able to see companies like this ones to be able to grow. And now, after 6 months, they are able to equally hire more employees to be able to definitely fill up those particular gaps. When I sat back, that makes me so satisfied, because it makes me realize this is the reason and this is the calling that I definitely came here for. And that's so inspiring for me when I see those businesses that I've been able to push with my team, getting that market share, that are able to compete with the big brands. That's what makes me wake up in the morning at 1 a.m. every day.
Right. Thanks for sharing those insights. Can you briefly describe like what kind of services you provide to small business owners when it comes to digital marketing?
When it comes to digital marketing, we do provide search engine optimization, Facebook ads. We also do provide pay-per-click. We also provide email marketing services. Email is very, very powerful when it comes to you using email marketing. I think for small businesses, it's the top notch because it is less money or less budget,
Right.
but it's more effective.
Right.
So those are some of the services we do provide, other than also PR services, which we help small businesses to be able to be in local blogs that can be able to definitely give them more visibility. So those are some of the services we do.
Okay. Dear listeners, success begins with a vision and the courage to pursue it. Small businesses thrive when they stay adaptable, resilient, and focused on their goals. Take inspiration from today's discussion and keep driving your journey forward. Up next on, we will uncover what makes EMI influencers a standout leader in digital marketing. Every great business stands out for a reason. Let's explore what makes your organization a game changer in their field. What sets EMI influencer apart from other digital marketing agencies in Canada?
That's a good question. When I was doing my competitive analysis in terms of looking at my competitors, when I was doing my marketing plan, I asked myself that question: what's our unique selling point? What can we make sure that when other people look at us, they see there's a difference between us and the other digital marketing companies? So what sets us apart is we don't do cookie cutter kind of services. We sit down with you, analyze who you are, do a SWOT analysis of your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Come up with a unique selling point also for our clients, meaning we customize everything. We definitely do campaigns for our clients. We don't just follow a certain particular trend or rule. And that's what makes us stand out. We sit down with you, analyze your strengths, your weaknesses, come up with a plan that will be able to be tailored only for you and will not be copied from you to the other particular person.
Right. So like customize
Exactly.
offerings, right? I believe your personalized approach to client success is truly inspiring. Like it's great to see, like such dedication empowering businesses of all sizes. Now let's explore how small businesses can maximize their potential even with limited resources and budget. As everyone knows, like digital marketing can be intimidating for small businesses with tighter budgets. Let's explore how they can still thrive. How do EMI influencers help small businesses with limited budgets compete in the crowded digital space?
First and foremost, as I said, when we do analyze them, we do have to be able to tell them, because you started this business and there's something that's working, right? What's that is working? We start working with you with what is already working. but we now maximize it. How do we maximize it? By now bringing in the digital marketing tools that we can be able to push. If you are pushing in terms of search engine optimization or Google Ads, if that's the one that is working for you, we definitely make sure that we keep on emphasizing and doing that. Why? Because if you have $1,000 as your budget and you want to put it in all the tools or all the particular advertising platforms that are there, you're definitely putting all your eggs in all the baskets, right? But you see, with the digital marketing, you have to start with what works for you, because what works for you might not work for the competitor. Competitor might have different challenges, e.g., it might be they have a bigger budget than you, e.g., they might have a different particular people that we call generation type. They might be focusing on millennials, your clients are millennials. Right. So at the end of the day, if you're focused on millennials, the best place to get millennials is places like Facebook. If they're focused on millennials, their best place is Instagram, right? So understanding the nature of who their clients are and trying to be able to bring a medium that will be able to answer to their needs. That's what we definitely try to do, to make sure that they use less budgets, right? And also not just that, we also look at emphasizing on free tools like Google My Business. As much as many people don't optimize their Google My Business, as free as Google My Business is, optimizing it and making sure you keep on giving your clients to give you reviews, making sure you're updating your Google review, that's the best place where people go to try when they're searching. That's the best, cheapest way for search engine optimization than paying for the other things, right? Google My Business is cheap, it's free, and you can be able to make sure you start with it, push for your Google reviews so that when somebody is going to search for a certain thing, let's say Canadian small businesses, if a lot of people have come and given you good reviews, Google will always put you on top. Why? Because you have better reviews, right? So those are small things that you can use without a budget. And if you have a budget, focus on one thing. Become consistent. Never lose hope on whatever that you're focusing on. If it's search engine, focus on search engine. If it's Google Ads, focus on Google Ads and start getting consistent clients from it and keep on growing and expanding your budget as you grow.
Right. And also one of the most important thing is working with the consultant who understands
exactly
digital marketing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Very important.
Don, how can small businesses leverage digital marketing strategies to enhance their growth and competitiveness in such a substantial market segment?
The most important thing here is to look at and understand who's your clientele. As I was talking about the generation type,
right.
Once you understand who your clientele is, it's important to start looking at which mediums do they go for, right? Because if you want to be competitive in the market, you have to really understand your consumers. Where do your consumers read, eat? Where do they find their happiness, right? And that's how you're going to create content that is going to definitely give them to consume. And that's the most important thing. You're looking at how can I be able to reach out to my people? The most important thing you have to do is understand, first of all, who are those people. I use this to my team, and it's a literal way. I say it's like a dating life.
Right.
When you go meet up with a beautiful girl,
right.
If you love roti,
right.
and you're insisting that the beautiful girl should also love roti,
right.
the beautiful girl will leave you.
Right.
So you have to understand, what does she like eating? Right. Where does she like going?
Right.
Once you start understanding the kind of people you're attracting, then you have easily served them and they have easily said a yes. If you're definitely going to propose and give a ring, don't worry if they'll say no, because they'll say yes, because you have ticked all their boxes, right?
Right.
So it's the same way as your end client market. Once you tick all their boxes, is you've understood what they want.
Right.
I was in a training on the weekend,
Mhm.
and one of the speakers said one very important thing.
Mhm.
It's always very important to be polite to your clients.
Right.
Even if they come and ask you, you don't have this, where can I get it?
Right.
Please show her where to get it. Why? Because she'll remember your kindness. It's not about that if you don't have it, you don't send them to your competitor.
Right.
So that's very, very crucial. Why? Because it shows you're empathetic
Right.
and you understand your clients, and you're not forcing to have a sale or a transaction.
Right.
You're forcing to have a relationship.
Right. It will build a long-lasting relationship, right?
Exactly.
What advice, Don, would you give to other small business owners, on how they can find the right marketing channels for the digital marketing?
The right channel, digital marketing channels come from that particular generation type.
Mhm.
Each generation type has its own particular digital channel. Starting with the Gen Z. The Gen Z are people who are definitely Snapchat, TikTok.
Right.
That's where they definitely go. Go to the next people. Those are the no, first of all is the Gen Alpha. Those
Right.
are the young kids, right? Then you have the Gen Z.
Z, right.
The Gen Z normally have TikTok, Snapchat.
Right.
That's where they mostly frequent. You go to the millennials like Instagram. Why? Because they always like updating
Right.
on what they're doing.
Right.
Millennials are mostly people who they love Facebook.
Right.
Why? Facebook is not a place where you update your status.
Right.
You can just post for Thanksgiving and say, "This is my family,"
Right. Right.
and it's done, right?
Social sharing.
So,
right.
in each particular generation, they have given birth
Right.
to a social media channel.
Right.
So, understanding which generation type you are, they all go with a specific channel and where you can, or a medium where you can be able to communicate to them.
Right. Now let's dive into emerging industry trends, that are shaping marketing strategies. Staying ahead in digital marketing requires adapting to trends and technology.
Mhm.
What role, Don, do you see AI and automation playing in the future of digital marketing for small businesses?
AI is a game changer, and it's more coming to help digital marketing as a new lifeline for small and medium businesses. Why? When automations used to be done with big budgeted companies, AI is bringing automations to small companies and at a very affordable rate. For example, ChatGDP, for example, HubSpot. Right now, you can be able to send automated emails.
Right.
Things that are only done by big companies with big budgets, right? So automation is a game changer, and it has really come to be able to put the small and medium businesses to the same particular level with the big industry players, right? And that's the best place where every particular small businesses have to take advantage of, because if you're not taking advantage of AI, it will not be able to free your space. If you're to send people, let's say, as I said when I began my talk, is email marketing is the biggest form of marketing channel you can
Right.
be able to definitely use or tool. If you don't automate your emails to be able to make sure that it's Christmas time,
Right.
everybody's going to Christmas, how many emails as a small business do you have? Even as a marketing specialist, the first thing I do when I go to help any business, I ask you, what email, how many emails do you have? Because we can't start selling or getting for you people who you don't have.
Right.
You need to focus on who you already have.
Right.
Once you focus on who you already have, then start automating them, but not pushing automations that looks like bots. You have to still automate it to make it look like it's still an open relationship with them.
Right.
So AI is a game changer, and all the small businesses and medium businesses have to take advantage of it. I remember most of the biggest challenges with small businesses is they couldn't write content. Content is king, as we all know.
Right.
So imagine small businesses could not even be able to write a paragraph, write a sentence, a caption.
Right.
But look at it. ChatGPT has come.
Right. It's giving you in seconds, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just go and type it in and
Right.
say, hey, act as my marketing or content creator, and be able to come up with a sentence or caption that will be able to enlighten my target market. And it should be able to also have keywords
Right.
pop up within
Right.
seconds.
Right.
They already have it. So it definitely has put all the small businesses and the medium businesses in the same level
Right.
with the big particular companies.
Right. As you rightly said, Don, like AI truly opens new possibilities
Yes.
for every type of business. It's excited to hear how these innovations can enhance marketing strategy. We will be right back to discuss emerging trends in digital marketing and how small businesses can stay ahead in this rapidly evolving space.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. You still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep. Healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah. Well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep. That's all us. That's all UPS.
Four billion people check their email every day. That's 4 billion missed opportunities if your message doesn't make it. To reach your customer's inbox, you need a winning strategy. And Constant Contact delivers. Literally, over 97% deliverability. Elevate your email game with easy-to-use templates, writing assistants powered by AI, and in-depth metrics. Ensuring your email is flawless, delivered, and read. Constant Contact delivers. Give it a try.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
Connect and recharge.
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back to the Black Business Podcast. Let's dive into the trends that are reshaping the future of digital marketing. What is the one marketing trend in 2024 that small businesses should prioritize to stay competitive?
What we are doing here. Video content is everything. Right now, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram Reels, video content is the most powerful thing all the small businesses have to do. Why? It gives you a one-on-one relationship with your target market. After you understand, as I was saying, understanding your target market helps you to now understand, what do millennials like? Then what content can I be able to give to the millennials that will make them always focused on liking, sharing my content and keeping on coming to get more, right? One very important thing I say is, when you're doing content, don't focus on selling. Focus on educating. When you educate people, nobody goes to social media to look for something to buy.
Right.
Nobody does that.
Nobody.
So I say, do 90% of education and do 10% of sales, right? So, because once you have educated them, then that 10%, they're like, oh, I like what, like, let's say, A lot of people like Canadian SME.
Right.
Why? You are building the SMEs to a different chapter. You are giving them specialists like us who charge $500 for consultation, $1,000 for consultation. You're giving them that consultation for free.
Right.
And that's the video content we're talking about.
Right.
So these small bits of video content that shares out to so many people
Right.
that, as I said, it's a high time small businesses know that small videos, short videos, video content
Right.
would be able to bring them a lot. Look at what happened in the American election.
Right.
The big mainstream medias failed at it.
Right.
The small mediums, because of high videos that they're producing more than the mainstream, beat them to it.
Right.
So it can tell you where we are going. The biggest trends is the video content. People nowadays mostly, and I would say not depending again with the generation, millennials, sillennials, Gen Z, and millennials, Gen Z, and Gen Alpha. That's Alpha. Most of them don't like reading.
Right.
So that's why short videos are selling
More. Right.
than you sending them a blog.
Right.
Right? So those are the things that we look at. And I say in 2025, you keep on coming up with more video quality, will be able to definitely change your game.
Right.
Attract your clientele, make them understand who you are, and also feed them on your content that will be able to send it back to them.
I like your line, educate, don't sell. That's very,
Yes.
That's a good line. Don, your forward-thinking approach to trends like AI and automation is really fascinating. These insights are invaluable for our listeners, like small business owners who are looking to stay competitive. Thank you so much for sharing those insights.
Sure.
To our listeners, staying informed about industry trends can make all the difference. The digital landscape is evolving fast. Embracing AI, automation, and personalization could be your key to success. Stay ahead and innovate. Finally, let's talk about your leadership philosophy and vision for the future. Behind every successful organization is a visionary leader. Let's learn more about your leadership philosophy. How do you inspire and manage your team to deliver impactful results for your clients?
First and foremost, we have different leadership styles, which I've studied, and I've still not put mine in any of the leadership styles that are there. Why? I try to combine all the leadership styles. When I teach by doing it fast and they follow. I don't believe in telling my team, do this, and I go and sit. I think nowadays they've put it in more of there's a boss and there's a leader.
Right.
A boss directs, a leader
leads. Right.
leads.
Yeah.
So I like making sure that when I tell them to reach out to 25 people a day, I reach out to 40 people a day. And I show them that I'm definitely doubling what you're doing. And that encourages them to do more, right? If I go to be able to sort out 5 problems a day, they will sort out 2 problems because that's how they like it, right? And I challenge them to be able to come to the level in which I am at, right? But again, as a leader, it's very important, especially in digital marketing, to understand the trends that are definitely changing. And that's why I'm so happy to have a young team that is always active and it's always innovative with all the latest trends. Something else that I will not forget that sets me apart from any other leader is also having a wife that will give you a peace of mind, a wife that will encourage you and will give you a pillar to be able to do the things you need to do. So that family support is also very key, because if you don't get that, if you go back to work, you're going to give them stress. So it's important to also, as a leader, look at your home. If you do not put your home in peace, your business will be in shambles, because it's your business. It's the same way. Look at the road rage. It's because they have problems both in the offices and both at home. They come to the roads and bring the rage. So they'll find a place to put the rage. So what I encourage every leaders, and what I do different with other than that, is try to have a good home, good family, right? That will give you a good atmosphere of work. And from there, you have a good team that I encourage all my team members to be free, no matter what. Test, scale, and move on. It's not that you have to be perfect. Keep on testing. You'll fail, but test and keep on moving forward.
Thank you so much for sharing such a great examples with our viewers. Listeners, a strong vision can inspire teams and transform businesses. Remember, the impact of leadership extends far beyond the workplace. It builds communities and drives change. Keep growing and leading. Don, before we wrap up, if you could share one key takeaway for our listeners on leveraging digital marketing to grow their businesses, what would it be?
You want to leverage on digital marketing. The first most important thing, as I said, maybe I'll just wrap it up in a nutshell. Focus on who your target market is. Understand them. Know where they go to eat, what makes them happy, who they are. Once you know that, come up with a content that will be able to give them, to feed them, that they will equally every day push to be able to get to come and look at your content. Content is king, and video right now is the content to be able to look out to. Create and craft content that will be able to be more unique and will make sure that your target market will always come to your content at the end of the day. So very, very important. As a small and medium business, you want to scale, focus on your video contents. Video contents is king. You want to get more on your ROIs, focus on understanding your clientele, understand who they are, understand what they like. You shall be able to deliver to them well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. Thank you so much for sharing your insights and expertise with us today. It's been a pleasure having you on the Black Business Podcast.
Thank you very much. Do appreciate for having me, and I keep on encouraging what you're doing. It's very, very positive, and we do encourage other people like you, entrepreneurs, and also people who have legacy that are going to live like you.
Thank you so
very
much.
important.
Thank you so much for your kind words.
You're welcome.
Today's episode featured Ambassador Don Mathias, whose visionary leadership in digital marketing is transforming the landscape for Black entrepreneurs. We explored Don's journey, strategies for empowering small businesses, and insights into future trends like AI and automation in digital marketing. A special thanks to Nexim Healthcare Consultants for their unwavering support in celebrating Black entrepreneurship. To our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories from remarkable Black entrepreneurs. See you in the next episode.